One of the problems that can occur in this situation is that we might have a legal partnership. Legally speaking, this may be one business, not three separate individuals who are separately responsible for their operations. Now, when this occurs, it's called a general partnership, and state law is going to control the relationship between the two people. Now, there's a couple of key points that we need to note. When we have a general partnership, each person may be personally reliable for the other partner's business liabilities. So if Sue's going to start this, bakery operation, and she spends lots of money on Amazon.com for an oven and a mixer and things like that, and then it turns out she doesn't have the money, that creditor could, in theory, depending on the circumstances, go after Joe and Jane for the money. So that's a real problem, because if you don't know exactly what obligations your partners are getting into, you could become liable for them. Now, we also need to know in this situation, what happens if, Jane decides she wants to leave? Who can take over the veggie operation? Can she give it to her cousin? Would Joe and Sue have any say in, just letting the cousin in on the business? Well, without any written agreement, we would have to go to state law. And state law may not reflect, of course, what Joe, Sue, and Jill really thought they were building here. So once you start to work with someone else together to make a profit, and you are not maintaining separate businesses any longer, things become legally complicated, and it is a good idea to get those things in writing. So how do we deal with this? Well, the first thing that we could do is not form a partnership. Don't accidentally go in together to earn and share profits. Maintain those separate businesses. Have customers write separate checks to the separate, to the livestock and to the vegetable. And if you do want them to only write one check, and you really are pooling your income and pooling expenses, be aware of those potential liabilities and write a partnership agreement to clarify those things. Another option, of course, perhaps better yet, is to create an LLC or corporation and then write an operating agreement or write bylaws and a shareholder agreement. And that's really going to control who gets in the business, who gets out, who, is a share of the profits and losses. And LLCs and corporations do protect partners' personal assets from other partners' business liabilities. If you want more information on the role of LLCs and corporations and how to write operating agreements, that sort of thing, you can check out the overview webinar, which we conducted 2 weeks ago. And then in the fall of 2014, I'm going to have a lot more resources available online to help you go forward with business entities, including cooperatives, multi-farm, CSAs, and those sorts of things. Not all those resources are ready yet, though. Okay. So let's see. Do we have any questions? Are we doing good over there?
There was one. How does the government see this collaboration regarding taxes?
Taxes and collaboration. So let me say that the best way to handle that is to address it in the partnership agreement and if you have a partnership, and the operating agreement or shareholder bylaws if you have a